Hi, Jennifer.
Good to see you again.
Yes, likewise. How are you?
Doing well. How are you?
Doing good.
I love that you put that up as your background.
Yeah, I was like, it's not as easy to describe as it is to just show a picture of it. So
I love it. I love it. I think it's awesome.
yeah.
Well, we had several RSVP for natural sciences, so I'm hoping that we have quite a few who come and join us.
Yeah, no, it's fun. I'm excited to be back.
Good. And I see Zoe. We're glad to see you again. Maybe she ran to get her orange. There she is.
Hi,
And
Zoe.
Christine, hi. We're glad you're here. And Ellie, it's nice to see you guys. We'll give everybody just a couple more minutes before we get started because I don't want anyone introducing themselves before everybody gets here.
I agree. Yeah, I think we had. Yeah.
Plus now, Aaron, these are the people who are going to want to hear even more about that fungus in that picture.
And I could talk about it all day.
I'm sure you can. Get all those engineers into another room. We don't speak their language.
So it's nice to see you back, Zoe. I'm excited.
Hey, Christine.
Hello.
So we have at least 5 students, so maybe 2 more people are waiting to join.
Yeah. Or they decided, oops, I don't really want to be in natural sciences.
Which is a bummer because it's the funnest.
Absolutely.
Who wouldn't want to be in natural sciences?
Yeah.
That's right, Zoe. That's right. Well, I'll tell you what, we don't have too much time in our breakout room tonight. So Aaron, I think we should probably just go ahead and meet these 3 students that we've got. How do you feel about that?
Sounds good to me.
Well, hopefully you all grab something orange while you were running around. Hopefully you'd made the transition. So what I'd like for you to do is show us your something orange and tell us about it. Why did you grab it? What do you do with it? What does it mean to you? But then also tell us your name and what school you go to and what grade you're in. Can you guys do that for me? All right. Do I have a volunteer who wants to go first?
I can go first.
All right. Thanks, Christine.
Oh, wait, sorry. Did someone? Okay. I thought someone said something in the chat. So my name is Christine, and I'm a senior at the LNSM Academy. And something orange I have is this pen. It doesn't look orange, but it actually has orange ink, and it's from UTK. So yeah. So if I write on it, it has like orange ink here. Yeah.
That's fabulous.
Yeah. So thank you. And it's
I
nice to
see
know everyone. So yeah.
that ink pen said Haslam School of Business. Is that what it was?
Yeah, I did a summer program with the Haslam School of Business, and that's one of the merch that they gave us, I guess.
That's awesome. Was it governor school or something different?
It was something different. It was not governor school.
Okay. Well, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Zoe, since your camera's already on, you want to go second?
Okay, my name is Zoe, as she already stated, and I'm a freshman, but I'm homeschooled. So where I go to, and I have an orange skein of yarn because I really like to crochet. So I got this for a new project with bright orange yarn. It's also my favorite color. So.
That's awesome. I didn't know that you crochet. Zoe, you're homeschooled. What city are you in?
I'm in Knoxville. I'm not that far from UTK, honestly.
Knoxville, that's right. Awesome. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Jill, why don't you introduce yourself and tell us what you have that's orange?
Oh, you're muted, Jill.
sorry. The reason I was muted and my camera was off is because I was eating dinner a few minutes ago and I had my orange sweet potato tater tot. Right. Had one left over. Good thing.
That's awesome.
That's why I was muted and my camera was off because I was eating. But I teach biology and anatomy and physiology at Career Magnet Academy. So we're a Knox County school, magnet school out near Strawberry Plains, and we're associated with Pellissippi State.
Yeah, I've got a little bit of familiarity with Career Magnet. That's great. I'm glad you're here. I hope
Glad
you
to
can
be
take
here.
something.
Thank you.
Hope you can take something good away from it and bring us back some more students too. Ellie, are you here with us?
I am.
Yay! Tell us about yourself.
My name is Ellie. I'm in the 6th grade and I'm homeschooled.
6th grade at where?
I'm homeschooled.
Homeschool. All right. What city are you in?
Sevierville.
Sevierville. All right. Also close. That's great. Did you find something orange?
This is my orange thing. My mom really likes to craft, so she painted that.
Do you like to craft?
Yeah.
I do too. And my 5-year-old daughter really likes to craft as well. So I think she might hold up some kind of orange pumpkin from crafting too. It's nice to meet you, Ellie, and I'm glad you're here. You got a little introduction to me and to Aaron earlier in the big session, but I want to show you my orange thing I grabbed. It's a produce bag. It's a reusable produce bag that I like to use whenever I go to the store so that I don't have a whole bunch of little tiny plastic bags that just sit in the landfill and go in the water. And I thought as natural sciences people, you might appreciate that. You can get your very own reusable produce bags, and it's super, super good for the environment. Aaron, what do you have that's orange besides your fungus?
So I have what is called Crazy Aaron's Thinking Putty. I got it when I was in college, and it helps me keep my hands busy when I get nervous. So if you see me playing with my hands, probably because I have putty in my hands.
That's awesome. Well, we just got 2 more mentors who popped into the room with us. What happened, guys?
Hello. We were alone in the physical sciences, so we decided to come to the natural sciences.
Alone in the physical sciences. Well, so we already got a little bit of an intro. Would you like to show us your orange thing?
Sure. I have 2 things. I have, because I'm in the kitchen here, I have a candy and I have the lid of this honey jar.
That's awesome. Orange kitchen things.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're glad that you're here joining us in natural sciences. Nicholas, why don't you give us an introduction? We were just introducing ourselves and saying a little bit about our background and then showing our orange thing.
Okay, so I'm Nicholas Smith. I'm a research assistant professor in the biochemistry, cellular and molecular biology department. If you're wondering why I was in the physical sciences instead of here normally, it's because I'm actually a physicist who happens to just do stuff with biology. My orange thing, it was a last minute thing and I had to frantically find something close to orange. It's not quite orange, it's more of a yellow, but it was close. It was in the bookcase next to the bed, so I grabbed it.
Just in case you need some light reading before bedtime.
I mean, this is what puts my kid to sleep. I've been reading this to her since she was like 2 years old. She still falls asleep. One day
That's
she's going to stay
fabulous.
awake. One day she'll stay awake and I'll have to answer questions.
Good strategy. I like it. Well, we have 3 students and a teacher here. And guys, we've got about 10 minutes. So I want to hear about your science fair project ideas. So Christine, Zoe, Ellie, do you have an idea for your science fair project this year? Yeah, remember, Zoe, I remember your maybe hand from earlier. Christine, Ellie, yes or no? No, not. No. All right, Zoe, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you're thinking about, and we'll see what kind of brainstorming we can do.
Well, as you and Aaron know, I already did my project last year about the favoritism that zoos might be showing across the US. And I was thinking about doing something like that again, but maybe on a different scale, like maybe all the AZA accredited zoos or something. I'm just not sure which one I'm going to do.
Okay, so maybe a continuation from last year. All right, all right. I don't think that's a bad idea. I'm sure that we can help you out and think about some further studies you can do based on last year's information. And I know you still have your quad chart and everything, right? So you can refresh our memories and it would be nice probably to share that with Christine and Ellie too, so they can kind of be on the same page as we start to talk about your project. What do you think about that? You don't have to share it right now.
I missed the first half of that. Can you repeat that?
Do you still have your quad chart?
I think so.
Okay, good. If you have your quad chart, maybe at the end here, we can show it to Christine and Ellie so they can see what you did last year. I think that would be really nice.
Pretty sure I have it. I think it's right here. It's either one of two because we updated them and then copied them, and I don't know which one it is.
Know how that is. Version control is tough.
Yes.
So Christine, what kind of stuff are you interested in? You're a senior. Have you done a SASEF project in the past?
So I haven't actually I don't think I've ever done a science project before. So that's why I came to this meeting.
Okay.
And well, I was really introduced to the idea of SASEF because last year, I think someone from my school, they had like a really good project at SASEF. So they went to ISA for that. And so I talked to a teacher about doing a SASEF project because I was really interested in doing something like a science fair project or research just before like I entered to college, because I'm really interested in having at least some experience before going to college. And so yeah, that's why I'm really interested in biological sciences. So maybe something in that field would be interesting.
Okay. A thing to keep, go ahead, Aaron.
Is there a part of biology that you're interested in? Animals, plants, fungi?
Something like, animal, plant, cell biology, I guess. I haven't really looked into projects yet, but I'm going to try and look into past projects and try and draw some ideas about what I want to do.
As a senior at LNN, it might be a good idea for you too to go to the UTK website and kind of browse the research that's being done at UTK by the grad students and by the professors at UT to help kind of get you on a path that's not just Googling a science fair project. Because if you find a professor or a grad student who is doing work that you're interested in, you can often go shadow them in their lab and learn a little bit from them, and then potentially develop a project that's out of your own mind based on what you saw in the lab. So especially since you're at LNN, you're close to UT anyway, right there on campus. Do you guys have a period or a couple of periods that you could miss a week to go do things like this, like a flex period?
Yeah, I have like plenty of digital labs, which are basically free periods that I have available. And I actually have done that. I've like reached out to people within like UTK, the biological department, and I didn't reach out to a few professors and stuff. And I don't think I have like, they haven't really responded, or they told me to like, they're busy right now, so they will respond later. So I haven't really gotten an opportunity like that, but I'll try to reach out again. And also I've really been busy myself with like college applications and things like that. So I'm really juggling a lot of things. And I'll try to focus on trying to reach out to more professors at the department and looking at past projects and things like that.
Well, you're in luck here with 3 people with UTK connections who want to help students with SASEF. So reaching out cold is hard and you get a lot of no's, and that's just part of it. But here you've got people who are ready to say yes. So I wonder if it's the case that any of you guys have a quick link that you could share to Christine to some of the types of research that are going on in your lab that we could potentially get her involved in. Thanks, Aaron.
Yeah, I started as soon as you said it. But yeah, and so emailing the professors is good, but also maybe emailing some of the graduate students in those departments might be helpful, because they have, not that we have an abundance of time, but they might be a little less busy than their advisors are, and they might be able to help you some more. But there's a lot of different biological science departments too. So I'll drop a couple of links in the chat for you to look through. So.
And it's something, Christine, where if you find something that's interesting to you, reach out to one of the grad students, or you can even reach back out to the people who are in this room through Jason. So he'll share an email address with you guys. It's prep@utk.edu. And you can reach Jason and he can connect you with any of us, so that you can say, hey, Aaron, I really like this thing that you're doing. Tell me more about this fungus. Or whatever else that you find on there. And the people in this room are going to be able to connect you with people who are willing to say yes. So let's find you a person and find you a good, interesting project. Especially as a senior, I think we could find something really good for you. Ellie, tell us what you're interested in.
Honestly, I'm interested in almost not everything as a whole, biology in general. But there could always be a change in interest. But right now, I'm very interested in biology.
So it's going to be the same thing that we talked to Christine about it. Think about if you're interested in animals or plants or bacteria, what type of biology you might want to study. And as you answer that question, think about what you can do at home. Ellie's in the 6th grade. Background for our mentors who came in late. Ellie is in the 6th grade, and so we'll be competing in the junior division. But a lot of times when people do bacteria, they just swab some different things and grow some bacteria on a plate and tell us what's dirty. And that's not super interesting for us, right, Ellie? We all know that cell phones are really dirty and the bottoms of our shoes are not as dirty as our phones. Everybody's done those before. So, but the same thing, if you do an experiment with animals, there's all these forms you have to fill out. So Zoe's project from last year came out of her interest for animals, but she ended up doing a pure research project instead of experimentation. And that's not bad, because then she was able to study animals and go with her interest, and not have to worry about all of those pesky animal forms. No, they're kicking us out. It's never long enough. Jill, we didn't even get to talk to you about what we're trying to get for you from this. Well, guys, make sure you come back in 2 weeks and we'll keep talking about it. Ellie, go to those same websites, because we can take some of those interests if something sounds cool to you and make it into a 6th grade project too.